And to start off, we're going to show you a video that we all worked together to make.
Good afternoon, I'm Matthew Green.
I'm Lauren Ng.
And we worked on the action plan. When we were working on the action plan, we had to consider what could each group of players do that is in their abilities to help the bay. Whatever they do, however, needs to restrict sediment and nutrient movement as much as possible. For your convenience, we have a map up here showing where the Choptank River is and its surrounding watersheds. If we could zoom into Annapolis, please. The government can provide the money to grease the wheels of the operation and get things going. They can give the money to make the grants that farmers can use to buy and plant trees along their property lines. They can also give tax credits to people who stop using fertilizers. They're already giving tax credits out to people who have greenhouses and have sustainable communities. They can create more monitoring stations, and they can continue to manage the wastewater treatment plants underneath the Chesapeake Bay Restoration Act.
This is a close-up of the Choptank River. The industry can follow their current regulations, such as the Chesapeake Bay Restoration Act, which updated wastewater treatment plans and regulated greener energy sources. Industries can also think green by using recyclable materials in their products and planting trees and wetlands around their factories to control the runoff.
A guest speaker that came to talk to us, Tom Fisher, a scientist, told us about the 17 monitoring stations they have up and down the Choptank. Scientists can continue to use these observing posts to measure nitrogen levels, and that way they can direct efforts to areas that aren't getting better, so that way resources aren't wasted. They can also continue to inform the public on any developments going on with the restoration effort.
The community can participate by scheduling regular cleanups, planting trees, and installing permeable driveways. Ann Roan, the Cambridge city planner, came to speak to us and informed us that the community can input ideas for eco-friendly urban parks around them.
Farmers, as mentioned before, can plant trees on their property. These create buffer zones that will absorb the nutrients. The buffer zones will be placed around either water sources that run through their property or on their property line if they don't have a water source. They can also create a stormwater pond that will take up any stormwater and any of the sediments and nutrients inside it and allow it to be slowly absorbed into the earth by the surrounding green life instead of being washed away into the Chesapeake Bay.
The fishermen can report their demersal fish, oyster, and crab catches to help the scientists estimate their numbers and understand how those species are reacting to the environmental changes.
Tourists, they're here on vacation. We can't ask them to stop and plant a tree. However, we can ask them to stop and pick up a brochure, learn about what problems are facing the bay, and learn how we're trying to help out the bay. Also, while they're here, we can ask that they can give us a donation to help fund the effort to restore the bay. And also, while they're here, we can ask them to recycle. It won't take too much of their time.
So what can you all do to help? You, as an individual, can use natural cleaning products, refrain from using fertilizer on your lawns and littering, and plant trees. If you eat one less hamburger a week, that's equivalent to not driving 350 miles in terms of nitrogen pollution.
This relates back to our research question because these are the means we've discovered would be the most effective at stopping nutrients, and they were given to the players that would be able to use them the most effectively. Thank you.
And the next award goes to our lead scientist. She worked very hard all week, was always interested in everything we always did, helped with the Prezi in each group,